Good evening, Fresh Coast Gaming. Obviously, we're not at Gamer Sanctuary. This is going to be a kitchen bat rep, as it were, because we do basement bat reps in Mike's basement, but this is in my dining room, so we'll call it a kitchen bat rep with Oscar. He wants to try out some of the new stuff he got for Christmas and his birthday recently, so we're going to play a 2,000-point game, Space Marines vs. Orks, here at home. I also want to show off this table. Everything you see here, except for the Citadel trees and the cobblestone street, comes out of the Angry Mojo Games Big Box of Terrain Kickstarter. As you can see, it's a lot of terrain. It was super clean, already pre-cut and pre-trimmed MDF, so all I had to do was assemble it. It took me literally an hour and a half to put all the pieces together. And then last night, just priming and a couple coats of some textured paint. I still want to paint things like the roof on the church and maybe some of the exposed brick on some of these pieces. But otherwise, I'm done. I had an entire box of terrain for a 4x6 table ready to go in one day for $50. You couldn't beat that deal. It's fantastic. So we're going to try out the terrain. We're going to play it with some of the new units Oscar got and have some fun tonight. Here we have Oscar's 2,000 points of orcs. We're going to start with his Lord of War Ghazghkull, Oscar's favorite orc of all time. Ghazghkull's leading 4 Mega Knobs with combi Scorches, and there is a mech, a Big Mek in there, excuse me, not in Mega Armor. He has the Super Custom Force Field and the Power Claw. I want to zoom in on the model real quick. That is one of the Kromlech orc models. Fantastic stuff from there. We'll put a link to Kromlech's page in the description. If you don't know them, you should. They're going to be riding in Ghazghkull's whip, his battle wagon with 4 big shooters, kill cannon, boarding plank, grot riggers, of course. We put grot riggers and everything because it will not die as awesome. We have 2 squads of 12 shooter boys, knobs with power claws and boss poles in each. There's a rocket in this one, big shooter in that one. They're both in looted wagons with kill cannons, 2 big shooters, grot riggers, and boarding planks as well. We have a massive mob of 30 slugger boys in heavy armor with 3 big shooters, knob with a power claw and boss pole, of course, and they're going to be led by his pain boy, which he just got for Christmas. That is going to be standing in for Mad Doc Grotznick as well. So that is not only a mob of Ard boys with Feel No Pain, it is also a fearless mob of Ard boys with Rampage. So they're going to be scary. Scary, scary, scary. Over here we have Oscar's good old standby bikes, 13 orcs on bikes, and a knob with a power claw and boss pole, of course.
Here we go.
2,000 points. Here we go. All right, here we have all 2,000 points of my Star Phantoms. I have 2 librarians as my HQ choices. One of them in Terminator armor is my Warlord. He has a Force Axe and the Primarch's Wrath. They both have melted bombs and digital weapons as well. Both are level 2 psychers, so I have lots of psychic powers to play with. I have a tactical squad with plasma, combi plasma, plasma cannon, and power fist in a razorback with heavy bolters. I have another tactical squad with combi plasma, power fist, missile launcher, flamer in a rhino. I have 10 assault marines with a plasma pistol and power fist. I have a dreadnought with las cannons, an ironclad dreadnought with assault launchers, 100 killer missiles and double heavy flamers, land speeder typhoon with the typhoon launcher. I have 5 assault terminators, 1 thunderhammer and the sergeant, and they are in a Redeemer with a multi-melta. And then I have the obligatory Star Phantom Devastator squad with double las cannons, double heavy bolters, and there's a vanilla sergeant with a signum. 2,000 points for me. Here we have a shot of the table before the first turn. Oscar won the roll to go first, so he deployed on this half of the table, and I have that half. We are playing the Tactical Escalation mission, so we have objectives scattered throughout. There are 3 on each half. We like to just space things out evenly. We weren't really thinking too tactically about it. Anyway, so Oscar's got both his looted wagons over here, bikers in the middle, big old fearless mob of Feel No Pain boys right there, and the battle wagon holding the other flank here. Meanwhile, I've got tac marines and a rhino and a dreadnought, assault marines, more tac marines with the second librarian in that razorback, dreadnought in the building here for some cover, land speeder behind the building for the same, and the land raider is over here with 1 half of the Devastator squad here, and the other half is holding the church right back there. 2 las cannons in that one, heavy bolters over here. So, I rolled my psychic powers. I took Biomancy, and I got Iron Arm, and I can't remember, Iron Arm and Life Leech with my Warlord. My Warlord traits terrifying. I even used the reroll to get something better on the Space Marine table, and I got something even worse. I have to kill Ghazghkull in a challenge, and I get D3 extra points. It's just not going to happen. My other librarian, though, took telepathy. I got hallucination and shrouding, and that's it. Oscar, of course, has Ghazghkull's warlord trait, which is really stinking good. He did roll to allow. He's using the Ghazghkull form, the Ghazghkull detachment, as well as the full Ghazghkull supplemental codex. He did get the ability to deep strike the big old boys mob, but he chose not to. So he just wants to sit there and watch me see how many shots I can bounce off his guys before they all die. All right, he has the first turn unless I can seize, so we'll turn back in after the top of turn 1. Top of turn 1, I failed to seize, so the Orks got to go first. Everything advanced forward as far as they could. One bike was lost to dangerous terrain. The looted wagons both did not press that, so they were able to open fire. They both targeted my land speeder. One of them missed wildly, hit the Land Raider, did nothing, and the other one shook it, and he got finished off by the boy inside with a rocket. So he managed to knock out my land speeder. The Razorback got destroyed by the bikers glancing it to death. And that was it. I took another glancing hit from the battle wagons big shooters also.
And also
and Oscar, yeah, I'll get to it. Oscar drew for his first objective, secure objective 5, which is the one right there. His big old boy mob is holding on to. So he's up 2 points to my 0. Moving into bottom of turn 1. Bottom of turn 1. I'm without my land speeder, of course, and the Razorbacks, so they did nothing. The Dreadnought and the 2 las cannons in the church shot at the battle wagon and either missed or failed to penetrate its armor. Battle wagons are really good. The 100 killer missiles from the Dreadnought shot over there at that looted wagon and did nothing. Rolled double 2s on my pen rolls. The Land Raider over here, though, did manage to blow up the looted wagon with the boys in it. Only killed a couple of them in the explosion, and they made all their leadership checks. Oscar's rolling like a boss on leadership checks this turn. We'll get to that. Just about everything else I had on the board. The Devastators here, actually they fired at that loaded wagon and did nothing. But the attack squad here, the attack squad that jumped out there, the assault squad, and the Terminators all focused on the bikes. The Librarians also cast Smite and Hallucinate on the bikes. Hallucinate affected him, and I made all 12 of the bikers turn around and punch the knob in the head, and they killed him for me, which was pretty cool. I charged in there. 6 Terminators killed the Lightning Claw Terminators killed 6 of the bikers. The Thunder Hammer never got to fight. He was out of the combat. He couldn't consolidate in. Librarian killed another one. The Assault Marines killed another couple. I won the combat by 7. I killed 9 of his bikers. Oscar killed 2 of my Marines. I won by 7, and he promptly rolls a 2.
With
so double 1. So the bikers are staying in the fight, which is honestly good for me, because otherwise they'd be looted wagon bait. I'd lose all those Assault Marines to Ghazghkull. I still might, because Ghazghkull can jump out of there and fry him like crazy.
You just read my mind.
Anyway, we're going to move now into turn 2. I did not get my objective, so I have 0 points to Oscar's 2. Top of turn 2, Oscar's Orks move forward. The big blob moved up. The battle wagon moves up, and Ghazghkull and his boys jump out. Ghazghkull split off from the Mega Knobs to go tackle the Dreadnought by himself. The looted wagon over here presses that in the shooting phase, though, so it had to stop against the boys that were right here. And they were getting out to jump and attack the Land Raider. These boys move forward and try to kill that squad. Other than that, once we hit the shooting phase, Oscar really tried to eliminate those guys with shooting and failed. And then Ghazghkull called his wah. I said Ghazghkull called his wah.
Wah!
Thank you. Got all of his extra movement, got his rerolls, got his 2+ invulnerable save, which he used to protect himself against a couple hits from the Dreadnought. Blew the Dreadnought up, killed 2 of the Marines in the building as well with the explosion. I did do a wound in Overwatch and a wound in combat to him, so Gas is down to 2 wounds. But the Mega Knobs did a number on the Assault Marines. I killed one of the bikers, and then my Sergeant, Terminator Sergeant with a Thunder Hammer, insta-killed the Mega Knob boss. And then I killed another Mega Knob with my Power Fist from the Assault Marine Sergeant. And combined with that and the one biker, it's a draw combat, 5 kills for each of us in that fight, so everyone is still just sitting there. Oscar was unable to collect any objective points, though. He couldn't get either of his objectives, and so he discarded a card this turn. Bottom of turn 2 for me coming up. Bottom of turn 2, Ghazghkull's wah is ineffective, apparently. I drew overwhelming firepower, so I needed to kill 3 units in shooting phase. I tag teamed Ghazghkull with both with the tac squads right here, and Oscar really just rolled a lot of ones on save, so it wasn't good. I still haven't even fired that combat squad here. They have nothing to shoot at. Las cannons from the Devastators bounced off the battle wagon. The Dreadnoughts bounced off the looted wagon. These Devastators combined with the Land Raider to kill that squad over that was right there in the shooting phase. That's my second squad dead, and then the Land Raiders assault cannon and flamestorm cannon destroyed that one all by itself. So there's my third squad. I ended up with 2 victory points from that. In the assault phase, my lightning claws killed the last 3 bikers. The Big Mek killed my sergeant, my Terminator sergeant in a challenge. I failed to hit him at all, so he got lucky and got 1 hit through my storm shield. So I'm down my sergeant, and I lost 1 more of my assault marines to power claws, but won the combat. But thanks to Ghazghkull's Why, everybody is fearless for this turn. So that is it for turn 2. We're going to go into turn 3. Top of turn 3 hinges on this giant melee in the battle in the middle of the table here. The Grotznik's mob managed to get into the fight here. Lost a bunch of the guys from my lightning claws. The Knob challenged my librarian. I still had iron arm up, so I took the hit, made my invulnerable save, and killed him with my force axe in return. Otherwise, I didn't lose a single Terminator. I did lose the rest of the assault marines. I still won the fight by 5 though, and Oscar needed to roll a 3 to stay in it. Sure enough, he rolls another 3. This kid in leadership rolls today is just crazy. The battle wagon rammed the Rhino, but failed to penetrate it, and then killed a couple marines. Did nothing against... Oh, I'm sorry, he did wreck the Rhino with the kill cannon, though. So the Rhino is wrecked. The Marines are okay. There's 1 missing from the squad there. These guys get killed by kill cannon shot and big shooters over here. And that's it. He did grab 2 more victory points for killing a unit in shooting, a Rhino, and 1 more for killing the assault Marines in the assault. So Oscar is in the lead. Oh, yeah, 4-3 now, because I got 1 for Ghazghkull and 2 points for my objective last turn. So I'm going to draw my cards and get on with turn 3. Bottom of turn 3, my Land Raider flipped around and backed up into the objective 4 to secure objective 4 for me, and then tried to destroy the looted wagon here. I only shook it twice, which is not good. I shot at and charged the battle wagon over there, and it is down to a single hull point and is also shaken. So stunned, so it's not going to be doing anything other than snap firing its big shooters. The rest of my guys kind of just moved out of some of the cover they were in, and then fought back here in the fight, in the big combat. My librarian got off iron arm again, which saved him, because in the challenge with the Big Mek, Oscar only rolled a 2 to wound with his strength 8 power claw versus my toughness 7, so my librarian was able to strike back and kill the Big Mek as well. I did win the fight. Grotznik and his boys are still fearless, but the Mega Knobs were not. But again, Oscar rolled just enough to keep him there, because as you can see, I lost some of my Terminators too. So I won the fight by only 2 this time, but Oscar rolled well enough to stay in. And that's it. I did manage to get 1 point for objective 4 and 1 point for killing the Big Mek from one of my other objectives. If I had gotten the looted wagon and the battle wagon also, I would have gotten D3 points, but oh well. So I'll take my my extra point and put the game tied at 4.
No,
Oscars.
you have 5.
No, I have 4. I have 2 objectives.
3, you got 2 more.
Yep, I got 2 points for 1 objective, 1 point for this one, 1 point for... Oh, I'm sorry, yes, you're right, because I got 2 points this turn. Yeah, so I have 5 points, Oscar has 4. So 5-4 is the score after turn 3. We forgot to make our consolidation moves, so Oscar consolidated all the boys into the fight with the Terminators here. The the Mega Knobs could not get into base contact, so they were free to go. So they're going to come after these guys now. So now it is officially Oscar's turn 4. Okay, Oscar's turn 4. His Mega Knobs came over here, scorched one of my Marines with their combi scorches, and then he killed another one with the big shooters from the looted wagon here, snap firing. Then charged in with the 2 Mega Knobs on the Librarian. Librarian did 3 wounds all by himself, which is pretty good, but I didn't have force up, so I didn't insta-kill anybody. So that big Mega Knob is down to a single wound where the Librarian died pretty easily to Power Claws. Over there, my TAC Marines, who were still in base contact with the battle wagon, blew it up with crack grenades. I lost 1 in the explosion. Over here, well, the Power Fist blew it up with the explosion. Anyway, over here, the last Terminator died. I don't think he killed more than what, maybe... oh, no, he failed to kill a single orc. Yeah. And then Grotesnik challenged my librarian. Didn't even get to that. I lost. He died from all the saves. Oh, no, we did get there, didn't we? That's right. I missed Grotesnik with my strength 8 force weapon hits. I missed it. I missed Grotesnik, and Grotesnik ended up doing the one last wound he needed to do on my librarian. So Oscar got Warlord. He grabbed the point for issuing a challenge with Grotesnik from his card, and he's trying to get up here to grab objective 1 for another point. So at the moment, Oscar got 2 more points. He is ahead of me 5-4. And we're going to go in the bottom of 4 now. He's got to consolidate these guys first. Things are starting to look real bleak for the Orcs. I whittled down the big old fearless blob squad with the flamestorm cannon and some other tactical marines shooting at it. The dreadnought blew up the looted wagon with his las cannons. That tactical squad managed to grab that objective 2 times. I had 2 secure objective 3 cards. So now I took the lead again. So I have 7 points to Oscar's 6. We're going to go into turn 5, last turn. Orc turn 5, Oscar tried to get a little clever and grab as many points as he can. He has secure objective 4 twice. So he wrote Grotesnik off and tried to run him in here. Rolled a 3 for his move through cover and then a 1 on the run roll. Didn't get close enough. The boys, meanwhile, ran over here and tried to get a victory point for killing a squad in the shooting phase. Came so close. That sergeant made 4 armor saves and he's still alive. So now we're going to go in the bottom of 5 and see if I can't put the icing on the cake here. The theme for the game for Oscar is I can't fail leadership checks. I killed enough of those boys to force them to take a check, and of course he rolls another 2. So they're still there, and they're chilling. I tried to kill Grotesnik with the Land Raider and a couple other things, but I only did a single wound on him. I had the card to assassinate, kill a character, but I failed to get that. The Land Raider backed up onto objective 5 to give me another point. So I have 8, Oscar has 6. I will have Linebreaker also, because I'm in his deployment zone. So it's going to be 9 if the game ends now. Oscar, does it end? Roll that die. 6, game does not end. It's going to go on one more turn. This game just keeps getting nuttier and nuttier. So Grotesnik runs over here and grabs his objective 4. Oscar had that card twice, so that's 2 points for Grotesnik. So ties the game at 8. He had more DACA. He killed that last tactical marine in the shooting phase, getting him another point. Plus, he also drew secure objective 3, so that squad grabbed 2 more points also. Oscar now has a lead 10-8. So we're going to go to the bottom of 6 and see if I can't either wipe him off the table or try to get 2 more victory points. We're going to call the game here at the bottom of turn 6 because I grabbed way too many points for Oscar to be able to counter. The Land Raider backed up to be within 12 inches of his table edge, so I got behind enemy lines with the Land Raider. It also finished off Grotesnik, which gave me Assassinate. I had the Dreadnought run up to the building to secure objective 1. And my Devastators with the last cannon who've been sitting in the church the entire game holding objective 2 finally paid off. I also secured objective 2. So I got 1 point, 2 points, 3 points for behind enemy lines, 4 points for assassinating Grotesnik, and a 5th point for getting Linebreaker. I earned 5 points that turn to put me up 13 to Oscar's 10. Good game, young man. It was kind of brutal. I think I probably could have finished off the rest of those boys with all the firepower I had to still come at them. But this was a fun game back and forth. Even though I was really beating on them model-wise, Maelstrom missions can even things up pretty well. So, thanks again for watching. This is the last recording that for 40k I'm going to be making in 2014. We might be doing some Drop Zone tomorrow. But this video won't be posted until well into the new year. So thanks again for watching.